Today's journey takes us to the south end of Rosarito. A special music event is being held there to help feed the hungry. We wanted to check it out. You know, it's a well-known fact that Baja is a beautiful landing place for expats who shut off the engines and glide to a very, very, very harmonious and peaceful lifestyle. But it's not only that. Many of them are giving back to their communities, making the region where they land a better place with charities, with volunteer work. One such person is right next to me. Her name is Rachel, and her last name is Pack. How you doing, Rachel?
I'm doing real good.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Talk to me about this particular effort you're making. I mean, you're partying, you're playing blues. We saw you up there with your guitar, but you're doing something else. It's not just as fun as it is. That's not all you're doing.
No,
Talk to me.
it's a party with a purpose, actually. We have an organization called Blues Against Hunger. It's an organization that my husband and I put together. It was 2013 when we started.
Wow.
And we had an organization that lost their space, and it was a food bank. And they said to us, we hear you guys are playing music. Let's do a benefit, and we'll do a food drive. And we said, sure, why not? Our first time out playing together ever, and we filled the place. And we raised about, I think we had it that day was about 500 pounds of food that we raised that day.
And that became the first of many.
That was Blues Against Hunger. And so now it's not just him and I. Now we have chapters. So we have a chapter here in Salina, Rosarito, San Felipe, one in San Diego, and Yuma, California, or Yuma, Arizona.
You are kidding. So these chapters have become like the permanent basis where they play. Like this is the Salina chapter.
Yep.
Oh yeah, bebop bob, hey cool cat.
What's the name of the organization again?
We're called Blues Against Hunger, and you can find us bluesagainsthunger.org.
If anyone wants to give like food, they can go literally to any of these chapters.
Any of the chapters in any of the cities. If you go to bluesagainsthunger.org, then you can find out where the chapters are and where each one of the concerts will be. If you can't make a concert, you can donate directly online, which will go directly to whichever chapter it is you want it to go to. And then that stays right in that community.
How often do these, events occur?
Well, we do concerts every week, depending on where we are. So like today, we raised almost 400 pounds of food. So every single week we raise that, and then that gets distributed within the region that
I was going to ask you, where does that food go to?
Well, we have food banks, and then we have churches, and also we'll have orphanages that we work with. Here locally, we have the La Mission Food Bank and Helping Hands, which are two organizations that help feed the community throughout. Weekly, there's about 200 families up in La Mission, and then every month we have 150 families here in the La Salina area that we feed every month.
How has the local population reacted to this effort that you guys are making?
Wonderfully. I mean, wonderfully, from the musicians that come out to jam with us, to the families that are in need, or the families that we even want to come help. We've had families that would come and help during the show, so we give back to them also.
So the locals are taking,
Absolutely. Super fun.
I'm sure the local population appreciates what you're doing. Rachel
Pack.
Thank
you so much. Thank
You're
you very
packing
much.
a punch. So, husband, come in here. Get in here. Is there anything maybe you'd like to say?
Music and Meals Healed, we've been doing it for about 9 years now. We do this in every community on the entire peninsula, and every single March, this is our 9th tour, and we go down and we do a jamboree like this in every single city for a 16-day tour, and it's a come-along, which means that you can just come along. Everybody's invited. We've been giving Hunger the blues since 2013, and you can do it with us too.
More Crossing South coming your way, folks. Don't go anywhere. Part of being down here is meeting interesting people. Many of them that are creating different venues, different forums to educate expats and what things they can do and avoid boredom. And for that, we have the originator of the Boredom Report, which is JT. How you doing, my friend?
Senor, ¿cómo estás?
Good, JT.
Bien,
Talk to me,
bien.
what's your background, first of all? Where you come from?
I'm in the restaurant business in the States and now live full-time in Mexico.
Full-time Baja resident, huh?
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
If you had to pitch Baja, elevator pitch, what would you say?
And the elevator pitch for Baja is, man, it's so freaking beautiful. The people are unbelievable. The food is unbelievable. And if you can get off the beaten path, like there's tons of awesome stuff in TJ, Rosarito, Ensenada, Cabo, and the mainland, like todo. But if you take 1 second and get off the beaten path and open your eyes to something that's totally different, like something you would not typically go to.
Of course.
That's my goal, man.
That rusty, crusty place. If you go to a sit-down restaurant in San Diego and one in Baja, you being a restaurateur, how would you put it into words, that difference?
No, I would say it's twofold. Honestly, simplicity.
Okay.
Just deliciousness, man. Like seriously. And the third would be take the rules out of it.
Okay.
Right? The things that we have to deal with.
Right.
The hoops that we have to jump through.
Yeah.
The red tape. Man, I had to pay $150,000 for a hood to go above my grill.
Right.
Down here, you can put a grill out, you cook, you make elotes, you make tacos, tamales, and it's...
Simplicity is important.
Simplicity is important, but it's also, down here is more like the soul.
Okay.
Like, I think in the United States, I feel,
okay,
I don't know if it's true or not, but I feel in the United States in the restaurant business, we strive to make money.
Okay.
Down here, when you're in the food business, you strive to survive.
Wow. And that makes a difference in the product you're creating.
Oh, the product is so much different, so much better, so much fresher. And there's love. It literally is. The love that goes into it is based off of the stress and strive that they need to, put
so
into
cool,
it.
Man.
No, it's true, man. So if, as a restaurant, if I want to buy 20 pounds of sea bass, I have to go talk to my distributor. They get it from someone. It ships through. It comes through. It gets to me. It's 20, 30 days old.
Okay.
Here, in Mexico, I can go to
a panga guy.
The Mercado Negro.
All right.
Mercado Negro and Ensenada. The big boys in the Valle, where they're getting their seafood from, is coming fresh.
Right.
Their urchin is coming off.
So maybe the lack of oversight, which is something maybe in the States a health organization department would cringe upon, the lack of that makes it freer and able for you to just pick it up from a guy in a boat, basically, if you wanted to.
100%. But
right?
why would you not like the puro?
Yeah.
Why would you not like the puro, right?
But that's it. You think you're talking about simplicity and rules. That's what's keeping it.
Simplicity, rules, and then price.
Right.
Like, why is my sea bass? Why is it $20 a pound? Well, because it's going from A, B, C, D, E, F, and then back to me at the C.
For sure. Well, thank you for putting it into words, JT.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
It's good to have that both point of views, and there's pros and cons to everything. But hey, we like the pros down here, right?
We love the pros. We love the pros.
The Boredom Report. Thank you, JT.
Hey, thanks, brother.
Good job.
I appreciate it.
Good man, that JT. That sure gives us a new perspective on food in Baja and why it's so good. We kind of knew it, but it's good to hear it articulated. Hey, you watching this show, I'm glad you liked the video. Now, if you could please like the video and subscribe, share it with your friends, turn on notifications. It really helps a lot. If you like Baja, if you like what you're doing, if you want us to make more videos, please help us. Thank you. Enjoy Baja. Crossing South, crossing South, crossing South.